Hello everyone and welcome to Hell Yeah Gaming, where I will go ahead and cover some news on something that we haven't heard about in a while. Enchanted Portals. For all of you who are unaware, Enchanted Portals is a game that was put forward and announced in development way back in either late September, early October, something along those lines, and it drew clear, very heavy inspiration from Cuphead, admitted by the creators themselves, Xixo Studios, a team of 2 people working out of Spain. Now, it immediately got a lot of backlash for people who believed that it looked much too similar to Cuphead and didn't differentiate itself a lot. There was a whole trailer, though, that had some really good ideas, some fun music, some really snappy and entertaining imagery, and along with a magical wizard witch kind of vibe in their cartoony setting. And the last that we saw any news of it was back in October 22nd, where they announced on Facebook, and I'll go ahead and pull it up right here for everyone. Hi everyone, we're super happy to announce that we're in the middle of negotiations with a publisher. What they were originally doing was putting up a Kickstarter, and they suddenly pulled this announcement out of nowhere saying that, hey, a publisher came to them. And I've been covering the news from this game pretty much since day one that it dropped. It looks really interesting. I really want to play it, and I really want it to be successful and pull out everything that it needs to differentiate itself from Cuphead and to be a unique and cool experience. So, a couple days ago, on April 2nd, I woke up and did what I usually do when I wake up: go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and scroll through Twitter and Facebook while I'm doing that. And what I ended up seeing was a new announcement on Twitter where they have a new trailer and a link to their Facebook right here. Now we'll go ahead and watch the trailer last, but if we go ahead and hop on back over to Facebook, where we have the new announcement. Hi everyone! After several months of hard work and exploring different options to fund the development of Enchanted Portals, we have ultimately decided to relaunch the Kickstarter campaign, as we believe it would grant us more control over the product. To that end, we have created a new extended trailer in which we show some of the changes and new additions we've made to the game, and a lot of you have been suggesting. So they go ahead and give a breakdown of the different changes and updates. Given the large number of people who have asked for Enchanted Portals to be on PS4, we decided to launch it on that platform in addition to PC and Switch. So originally they only planned on the PC and Switch. Now they're going to PS4. Looks like they haven't decided to add it on to Xbox One at all. So that is a bummer for people who play Xbox exclusively, but I think these 3 consoles already are a pretty good variety for the majority of people who would be playing this game. We have made some adjustments to the overall gameplay speed, aiming to offer a more exciting and dynamic experience. So, sounds like they cranked it up to make it a bit more hectic. We have put a special emphasis on elements and mechanics that help our game further differentiate itself from Cuphead, including a new, more diverse soundtrack that uses different musical styles for each world in the game. We will be seeing, or rather hearing, that in the trailer when I play it for us, because I did notice the change up of music pretty immediately. We have added platforming stages with a great variety of character environment interactions to spice up the gameplay. That is something that we will also see in the trailer as well, and something I'm looking forward to. We're really excited to finally take this huge step forward in the development of Enchanted Portals. We hope you enjoy the new trailer, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for our ongoing support. And of course, we have the link to the Kickstarter right here, along with the main promotional art. So, what all I am taking from this here, so it definitely seems like the publisher that reached out to them wanted more control than they were willing to give up, and that was a concern that I talked about in my last report on this, on the news of this game. Was that one of the major issues with getting a publisher was that, yes, they pay for, most if not everything, but it's part of a contract where you have to give up certain liberties for their discretion. And of course, since they're the one offering the money, you don't have a whole lot of decision making in the matter. But going back to crowdfunding here will give them complete creative control, so long as the ideas they're presenting is enough to garner support from the masses. Now, if we pop on over to the Kickstarter here, it is pretty barren. It's only in a pre-production. They, of course, have their little coming soon banner with the primary art that we've seen everywhere where they advertise their game. And of course, Enchanted Portals, a magical co-op 2D platformer. Now, the platformer there is key, as it seems to be taking more of a front and center position on the stage than it did before. The previous trailer that we got really only showcased boss fights, and while that also seems to take up the majority of the trailer that we're about to watch, we do get to see some platforming sections that look like they will be more prevalent going forward. In Enchanted Portals, it is up to you to navigate Bobby and Penny out of the interdimensional mess they've made for themselves. So we'll go ahead and hop on over to our... Alright, going full scale here. So we got two wizards, or wizard witch, however, sorcerers, however you want to do it. We got a whole sorcerer's apprentice situation going on. Book falls off. They look at it and they want to jump ahead. So, Bobby and Penny, come on. They go ahead and boom, portal. Uh-oh, Cat's taken into the portal, and so are they, and so is the magic book. Uh-oh. They fall through a portal, and we have like a Halloween-style witch situation going on. Now we can see there's clearly some stage hazards going on this, where as they fight this boss, this more evil traditional witch, we saw these headstones with their mallets here. If we rewind just a moment back, we can see them preparing to BAM! BAM! And yep, that smacked Penny down, and now... Oh, if we go back for just a moment again, we can see her after she got whacked by the tombstone mallet. Now she is, cartoonishly just stuck in her hat. But it looks like it's not an instant kill. She's still hopping around, which is interesting to take note of, that it's a situation like that where they apparently have recovery, or this isn't a damage-dealing stage hazard in this boss fight. But we'll see where it goes. Now here we have platforming. They have to chase after the book, which apparently is sentient, running away. We have all the situations. Oh, if we go ahead and rewind again, now we can see the different attack patterns that we have seen before. We got Bob doing fireballs here. Penny seems to be having a full-on laser beam coming out of her wand. We'll see more variety there. Oh, see, these appear to be sort of crystal or ice shards if we look real closely at the sci-fi space cow. And let's pay more attention to these anvils and to Bob here. And crush. We have Okay, the Greaser Rooster at the Fountain of Youth, and if you notice, the music's been changing with each one of these in the trailer. This is probably my favorite of the. Oh, okay. So yeah, they've done a really good job with the music on this trailer. I really appreciate it, as it clearly all fits the same kind of theme they were doing before, but we had a unique mix-up with each area, and here we see more of the platforming. That we got a whole, jungle jumping. We got Donkey Kong Country action going on. And of course, we got more. Just like in the first trailer, we see them transformed into mer people as they battle this very posh tea-drinking octopus. I'll go ahead and jump on back here a little bit more. Okay. We can see another ability that they have here is magic shielding, something that was definitely not an option in the inspired game Cuphead. We have more mechanics that were being thrown at us. But if we come back here, we will see that they have this dash ability, so they didn't completely drop all of the Cuphead inspirations that they were going for. And of course, a little comical cinematic introduction to this boss fight, which was my favorite part of the first trailer. Oh, boom! Cerberus! And of course, the logo coming in there at the end could be a little more dynamic. Oh, and we go ahead and have our stinger. This has got me some huge Ratchet and Clank vibes with the Groovatron, but I gotta say, I absolutely, I do like that ending right there. So, with that all done in there, I gotta say that if we pop on over to Kickstarter again, I'm not so sure that putting up a Kickstarter page without any additional details, even though it is still early in the process here, is the best move. They probably want to get some idea of, backer rewards and some more idea of like what the game is all about. Put the trailer up on here, and just cover the basics. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you interested in seeing where this game takes us now that they've gone ahead and Xixo is pulled away from any publisher support and going back into crowdsourcing? I'd love to hear what you all have to say, because I'm still excited to see where this goes, and I'll try to reach out to them and conduct a second interview, see if they'll do another one with me. But in the meantime, if you liked what I had to say here and remotely entertained by it, drop a like, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and hey, I think that we can all agree that there's a bunch of games coming out, be in development, that we all love. We can all give them a great big hell yeah!